Hello, future engineers. There is a video in statics, particularly on the applications of vectors. This is about moment of a force about an inclined axis. So the theory, the principles are already discussed in the preceding videos rather. Just look for the slides, although I will explain it again here. Then from there, we can also find the perpendicular distance between two lines, and we just interpret it as the moment of the component of the force perpendicular to the axis and the axis. So that is after we get the moment of the force about the inclined axis, we obtain the component of it perpendicular to the axis and multiply it by the perpendicular distance, then equate it to the moment of the force about that inclined axis. So that was the that is the principle, and that was the explanations made in the previous videos. So moment of a force about an inclined axis, then we will develop formula for perpendicular distance between two lines by using this concept of moment of a force about an inclined axis. So for this first problem, this is taken from the book by Beer and Johnson, Mazurek et al. So the frame ACD is hinged at A and D and is supported by a cable that passes through a ring at B. So meaning the tension of the portion BG and BH are equal and is attached to hooks at G and H. Knowing that the tension in the cable is 450 newtons, determine the moment about the diagonal AD of the force exerted on the frame by portion BH of the cable. So the force on portion BH of the cable is 450 newtons. AD is below. So if you apply right thumb rule, we anticipate that this should be the positive moment. And since the tension is going the opposite way, so we expect that the moment of the force about AD is negative. So we have to define that moment about axis AD from the principle already discussed is cross the dot product of RAB cross the force. So RAB cross the force is the moment about A, or it may also be RDB cross the force, which is force in the direction BH. But the simpler way is we use RAB cross the force. So that's the moment about A. Then we dot by axis DA or AD rather to obtain the component or the projection of the moment of the force about or along AD. So that's the expression. So moment about AD is RAB. It may also be RDB, but I choose A because it's easier. It's simpler. AB is simpler. Cross the force, which is the force is equal to magnitude of the force times the unit vector of BH. We will define that later. Then times the unit vector of AD. So MDA is, or MAD rather, is RAB cross F dot lambda of AD. So RAB, it is simply 0.5 I. So let's proceed to F. F is magnitude 450 times BH is described by moving to the right by 0.875 minus zero point 0.5. So 0.375I, then plus 0.775J, then minus 0.75K. So F is magnitude of the force, then BH, the unit vector of BH is directed to the right by 0.875 minus zero point 0.5. So that's why we have 0.375I here. Upward by 0.75, so 0.75J. Then backward by 0.75, so minus 0.75K. Over square root of 0.375 square plus 0.75 square plus 0.75 square to get the unit vector of axis BH. So F in vector form is 150I plus 300J minus 300K newtons. Next, the unit vector of AD. AD is 1 to the right, then backward 0.75. So it is I, then minus 0.75K over square root of 1 square plus 0.75 square. So the unit vector of AD is equal to zero point 0.8 of I minus zero point 0.6 of K. So we now substitute into the formula, which is RAB cross F dot lambda AD. We just simply arrange the components of AB first in the first row of the 3 by 3 matrix, then components of F, then components of AD, then we copy the elements of the first two columns. So MAD is 0.500, then 150, 300, negative 300, then 0.80, negative zero point 0.6. Then we copy the elements of the first two columns. So as expected, moment of the force about AD is negative. So zero point 0.5 times 300 times negative zero point 0.6. The rest is 0. Minus 0, 0, 0. So it's zero point 0.5 times 300 times negative zero point 0.6, and that's negative 90. And therefore, the moment of the force about axis AD is negative 90 Newton meter. So that's it for this problem. So this is the extension of the preceding problem, but this time let's find the perpendicular distance between portion BG and AD. So to simplify the calculation so that we can also derive a direct formula for the perpendicular distance between two vectors or two lines, we imagine that a force is directed from B to G with magnitude 1 Newton. The purpose of that is to simplify the calculations. And of course, to make the moment of that 1 Newton force about axis AD rather, it is expected negative. So I want it to be positive. So I rather use dA. So dA. Then we define the moment of the 1 Newton force about axis dA as RAB cross the force. The force is 1 Newton times the unit vector of this direction, BG. So dA, on the other hand, is going to the left by 1, so negative I, 1I, then going forward by 0.75, so plus 0.75 K all over square root of 1 square plus 0.75 square, and that is equal to negative 0.8 I, then positive 0.6 K. So anyway, let's define a moment about axis dA to be positive is the moment is the position vector RAB. You can select DB, but it's simpler if we have RAB cross the force, and the force is 1 Newton times the unit vector of BC. So that's the force. This is the force. But we have to express that by unit vector. RBG, on the other hand, if the magnitude of the force is 1 Newton, RBG is position vector BG, is also automatic the unit vector BG. Then we dot that with the unit vector of axis dA because that's the definition. If you expand that. So RAB is simply 0.5 I. So I will not write it anymore. It's simple. Let's proceed to RBG. So RBG is quantity 1 Newton. Imagine 1 Newton times the magnitude is 1 times going to the left by zero point 0.5. So negative zero point 0.5 I. Going upward by 0.925. Then going upward by 0.925, so 0.925 J. Then move backward by 0.75 minus 0.35, and that's negative zero point 0.4. So negative 0.4 K over square root of zero point 0.5 square plus 0.925 square plus zero point 0.4 square. RBG is also unit vector of BG equals negative 4 over 9I plus 37 over 45J, then minus 16 over 45K. So next we have uh, lambda of dA. Lambda of dA is negative 1I positive 0.75K divided by square root of 1 square plus 0.75 square. So it is negative 0.8I plus 0.6K. We now input this into the 3 by 3 matrix where the first row would be the components of position vector AB, which is 0.500. Second row is position vector, would be the unit components of the force with magnitude 1 Newton, represented by lambda of BG, unit vector BG equals point negative 4 over 9, 37 over 45, negative 16 over 45. Then the unit vector of dA, which is negative 0.8, 0, 0.6. Then copy the elements of the first two columns. So only this diagonal will have a value. The rest is 0, 0, then 0, 0, 0. So the value is zero point 0.5 times 37 over 45 times zero point 0.6, and that is 37 over 150 Newton meter. Then we equate this to the component of the force, 1 Newton magnitude, which is lambda Bg times sine of the angle between Bg and this axis here, the angle between them. That's the component of the force perpendicular to the axis, which has a moment about that axis, which is lambda Bg, which is of magnitude 1 Newton, times sine theta, then times the perpendicular distance. We equate it to NDA. So moment dA is R lambda Bg, which is the unit force, and times sine of theta, the component of the unit force perpendicular to the axis. And this is the perpendicular distance between the two lines. So how to solve for theta? We simply obtain the dot product of the unit vector of Bg and dA. So that is lambda Bg times lambda dA equals cosine theta. Why cosine theta? Because the magnitude of Bg is 1. The magnitude of dA is also 1. These are unit vectors. So times cosine of the angle between them. Remember? So lambda Bg dot lambda dA is, we have negative 4 over 9 times negative zero point 0.8, then plus negative 16 over 45 times 0.6, equals cosine theta. Negative 4 over 9 times negative 0.8 plus negative 16 over 45 times 0.6 kk. So theta equals 81.824 degrees. We then substitute it to this expression. MdA is lambda of Bg, which is the force, sine of theta divided by d. So therefore, the shortcut formula for the distance between two axes is moment of one force, one with magnitude 1 Newton, along one axis, that's the moment, then divided by sine of theta. So that's the shortcut. So MdA 37 over 150 equals 1 times sine of 81.824 because the magnitude of lambda Bg is 1, sine of 81.824 degrees times d. D therefore is 37 over 150 over sine of 81.824, and that is 0.2492. So this is the simpler way instead of using the magnitude of the force unless it is moment of the force about that inclined axis. If not given, or we simply want to find the perpendicular distance between two lines, we just imagine that the magnitude of that force is 1 Newton to simplify the solution. So that's it for this video.